Hello everybody, this is NephilimJD and welcome to a brand new Let's Play, Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past. Now this is another game, kind of like Mega Man 2, where I've played this game a lot. This is another game that was part of my childhood, and I'll be glad to share it with you. A lot of people haven't seen this intro, really. Just a little backstory of the game in general, the game's story and world, and the golden power there, as many would guess, is the Triforce. And it just talks about how there is just a great war for it, because it can grant any wish to whoever touches it. If a person who has a good heart touches it and makes a wish, good things happen. If an evil person touches it, evil things happen. So, if you're not familiar with Zelda, and at this point I have to ask why, but yeah, if you're not familiar with it, the big bad of the Zelda games in general is an evil dude named Ganon, and that's a skeleton. That guy is dead. That's the King of Hyrule. Well, was. I don't know why he's still sitting on the throne as a skeleton, but I guess people need something to, to have fealty to. That's Aghanim, an evil wizard who Ganon talks to, because Ganon is a lonely man. And so what they're doing, they kidnap 7 maidens that are descendants of the wise men of past to break down a barrier between two worlds. So, with all that backstory out of the way, let's actually get started. Yeah, so Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. And I'm not gonna do anything crazy. I'm gonna be really boring and name my character Link, because he's the guy that you control, and all the guys in the Zelda games that are dressed in green and weird are all named Link. So I'm gonna be really boring and not do anything outstanding. Help me, please help me. And someone's talking to us while we're sleeping, and it's Zelda. And so she's been kidnapped by Aghanim, and it is up to us to try and save her, even though this dude, our uncle, is saying, hey, don't go out because I'm going to be the hero. Well, got some bad news for you. So we open the chest and get a lantern. A lamp. And it's not that useful. So, as you can see, we don't have any kind of weapon right now. So, we were told to not go to the castle, so we're going to the castle. Not allowed in the castle. I'm not going home. Go. I'll get in there. So, yeah, so this game is one that, well, this series in general. Oh, there's our uncle. I think he failed. Yeah. Zelda is your, well, ellipsis, ellipsis, ellipsis. That has bothered so many people. What exactly is he even talking about? Zelda's our what? What is she? Is she our destiny? Is she our sister? Our lover? Or what? I don't know. Yeah, so we got our sword and shield, and now we can actually kill things. Because that's one thing that Zelda games are known for, is killing things, including people. So, this is our first part of our quest, going to the castle and try and find Zelda. And yeah, so this series in general has been one that I've played. I played every single iteration of these games, and yeah, I'm always in love with what they do, even with the games that are not the greatest in the series, but I still like playing them. They're really good. But this one in particular I've played to death, so got a map, which you will probably never see in this run through. And I've been debating whether or not to do for my channel in general, and I just killed the man again, and another one. I'm okay with that. Oh crap. He did not like me killing the other guys, but now he's dead too. I've been debating whether or not I will generally complete games. You know, what that means is, you know, getting every item, and in this case, in Zelda games, you get heart pieces and things of the like to increase your heart gauge, which you can see on the top right underneath the life. And we'll get to that later, but yeah, I think I'll go about that on a game-to-game basis, and I think for this one I will try to do a 100% since I kind of know where everything is, and it doesn't take me that long. But yeah, so as you saw, we got a boomerang, and I got hit by that guy, and he gives us a big key. As you can see, there's Zelda there, and we're going in to get some money, and we're leaving. Alright, later. If only. Thank you, Link, I feel blah blah blah. Yeah, so we just rescued Zelda. Never answer not at all, because she will constantly repeat herself. Yes, I understand, even though I didn't really read what she was saying. Before the wizard notices. And so we get to go find this secret path and get her out of the castle without the guards noticing, even though they do notice. But we just murder them like everything else. Yeah, so for this run through, I think I will just do a 100% get all the heart pieces, all the items and expansions and stuff, and you'll see in subsequent episodes what exactly that means. But first we have to get through here and get Zelda out. With the first, like, mini dungeon, I guess you can call this, it's kind of run-of-the-mill, very boring. Not really much happens. You get a couple keys. So as you saw there, we have to take her out of here to the sanctuary, where she feels like she'll be safe, I don't know why she thought that was a good idea. You know, hiding out in a church might be the... I don't know. For me, that would be like the first place I'd look for a princess that escaped. And here you see one of the parts that I don't like the most, that I don't really like about this game, is the dark areas. They're just more annoying than challenging. But that's just me, and we have some snakes that were just plowing. Oh, well, I wasn't plowing something. Wasn't planning on taking a hit there, but yeah. But yeah, you'd think church, you know, sanctuary, the first place to kind of look for an escaped princess. I don't know, I don't think she thought that one out. You know, I think she might have done a little bit better if she decided to... Rupees. Rupees are the currency of this game, and they're needed a few times. I don't actually remember how often I actually spend money in this game. Oh, we need a key. There are a few points where I know that oh, there we go. There's a few points where I spend rupees, but it doesn't happen that often in this game. And... I could... Oh, stupid rats. Yeah, you know, there's later down the road, pull that lever over there. Now, as you can see, there's two levers, and I think this is the right one. I always get this wrong. Okay, I was right. And we made it out. Thank you. Princess Zelda, you're safe. Yes, it was my doing. I am the best that there ever was. To catch them... This game is not Pokemon, I apologize. Cat, once I finish with you, the final one, the Seal of the Wise Men, will be open. Now, we don't really... At this point, we don't really understand what he's talking about, and what seal there is. What we kind of do is, if you paid attention to the opening cutscene, they were talking about the Golden Land, and that it ended up being sealed off. Well, he wants to break that seal so that he can come out of the Golden Land and take over Hyrule, which is the land that we're in. So it's our duty to stop him. And if you're familiar with any sort of fantasy type setting, you usually don't stop him. It usually ends up happening anyways. So, I'm gonna take a few detours here. Well, first I'm gonna go to the village, because that's what we were told to do. And visit this person who tells us, you know, we're like, hey, we want to see the Elder. But the Elder, they're not here, man. So, we hear about the legend, about the Hylia, and the Master Sword, which we will get to later. Yes, I understand the legend. I don't need for you to repeat that again. Now I need to find the person who knows where the Elder is. And luckily I know exactly where that person is. But first, we're going... as I said, we're gonna take some detours and find some stuff, some extra stuff like heart pieces and bombs. Place them and blow stuff up. So, and also get some rupees, because rupees are good. Because I will be needing them shortly. Yeah. And a heart piece. I know we're probably 90% of the heart pieces are by heart. Pun. And funny. But yeah, I know where a majority of the heart pieces are. There might be some where I'll be kind of... And there's a chicken under the pot for some reason. Those are called cuckoos. And if you're familiar with Zelda games at all, there's a certain thing that you can do with them, but that I may or may not show off depending on how I feel. But it's a good time. You know, I probably will show it off. Now, here's a little trick that's good for this part of the game. This little area has some nice stuff in it, and you can keep going in and out and getting hit because I'm bad. You can keep going in and out, and the stuff under these pots will keep respawning, so you can get a nice chunk of bombs and arrows to keep your stock supplied. But yeah, this is the guy that we need to talk to, and don't tell any of the bad people. There's bad peoples in this game. So he shows us exactly where we need to go. We need to go there, where the X is on the map. And we'll go there eventually, but there's some stuff that I want to do first. Like, go talk to this guy, and he will sell us a bottle, for 100 rupees, and since we got a bunch of rupees, boom. And with that, we can hold various things like potions, but most importantly, fairies, which will... And this guy... Hide out a gang of thieves. Blind. Yeah. That'll come into play later. Much later. Not even... But that won't be for a while. So, for right now, get another heart piece. Get more rupees. As I said, this first episode is more of a detour and just picking up a lot of random stuff. Hopefully it won't be too boring. I don't think, you know, I like, when I watch people play stuff, I like seeing them go around and getting everything, especially when they know what they're doing and not just wandering around aimlessly. And go into this house and talk to this kid. He was sick because of the air from the evil air from the mountain, because air is evil. Must be Los Angeles. So we get the bug catching net, which is actually really important, because as I was talking about the bottle, you can put stuff in there like fairies, and the only way to get fairies into the bottle, which we'll get another one right now, to get fairies in there, we need the net to catch them. And we go over here, and there's a guard, and I didn't need to be over here. Yay! As soon as I talked about wandering aimlessly, I don't remember what else to do. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. I know what I'm doing now. But yeah, to catch fairies you need that net. And yeah, these quarreling with my younger brother. I sealed the door. I got some materials and tools and just blocked the door because I'm having a fight with my brother. That's really extreme. Oh my goodness. Well, your hard work is undone. Yeah, it's open. I should make up with him. Yeah, you should. I mean, you locked him in his room. He is, but I think by blowing up the door, he kind of came to his senses. Alright, so this is a mini game. You have to reach the end by 15 seconds. And many people do it different ways. I know my own way. And my prize is a piece of heart. So that's number 3. And I'm not going to be going after every single one right now because I kind of want to at least finish this episode with being in front of the first temple. I think we can manage that. But yeah, there's a lot going on in this overworld. I remember playing this as a kid and just looking at this map and seeing how massive it was and having this just very childlike wonder of exploration, just wanting to explore every inch of this map. And man, it was such a good time as a kid, and it still is for me. I still love playing this game every now and then. This is one of the few games where I come back and before I talk to you, I'm gonna blow up your wall. This is one of the few games where I come back regularly and play it again and again because it's so much fun. Ooh, 50 rupees. Ooh, 50 rupees. Because it's so much fun. So this is the elder that they were telling me to come see because I needed to know about certain stuff, like the Master Sword, and that's about it. So in order to get the Master Sword, I need to get 3 pendants, which are in 3 dungeons around Hyrule. Do you really want to find it? Yeah, of course. Oh man, the decisions. Of course I do. Come on, who do you think I am? Gotta go with the Pendant of Courage from the East Palace. Of course I can get it. I'm Link. I'm the main character. What? Yeah, seriously. Yeah, so as you saw, we have to go to the Eastern Palace, which is right up here. Ooh, block that, because I'm good. I didn't block that because I'm bad. And we have to go into this palace and go through all these trials and tribulations to get the pendant. And yeah, here it is, the first dungeon of the game, Eastern Palace. And with that, I'm going to end the episode here. So thank you all for watching, and tune in next time as we explore more of this palace. This has been NephilimJD, and I'll see you next time.